Johnny, thank you. 8:34 happening right now. State lawmakers in Tennessee are pushing to protect your right to grow food at home. Experts say urban farming is a big movement, even though we've got a lot of our viewers right now who do this every day. It is a way of life out in the country.
Joining us here in the studio this morning is Lucas Holman. He is with the University of Tennessee. And can you explain exactly what urban farming, what does that name actually mean?
When I think of urban farming, I think of producing fruit, fiber, even animals in some cases in an urban type setting. Okay. There's a lot of things that we can grow in Nashville that people don't realize.
And how would you do that? Are we looking at hydroponics? Or, I mean, I'm thinking like people who live in skyscrapers who are thinking about this right now.
So I talked to a lady yesterday, and she lived in an apartment,
okay,
and she had some small containers on her porch, and she was trying to determine what she can grow on her porch in an urban type setting the way she was. We can grow a lot of things in small containers, even though it's farming, doesn't have to necessarily be in the ground. And you mentioned hydroponics. That's another aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. You said we can grow a lot of things. Yep. Name some stuff, like what can we grow that maybe people aren't aware of? Of course, we know we grow tomatoes. Yep. A lot of people grow tomatoes and cucumbers.
Maybe little peppers.
We all grow that. What else can we grow?
And I think that making sure that you plant the things at the correct time really helps out. So I know it's absolutely crazy, but even though we're going into February, we hit 70 earlier this week.
We did.
People got itchy. They want to kind of start gardening and things. But in February in Tennessee, we normally plant our onions and our green peas, our snap peas or sugar peas. Those things do not grow in hot weather. They like it cold. So a lot of times it's just planting things at the correct time. And I want y'all to reach out to us. UT has a lot of, extension agents across the state. Every county's got one. So reach out to us and let us help you.
All right. So if someone is waking up with us and they're listening or watching and they're in a neighborhood, say there's an HOA. Right? Because it's one thing to be out in our rural communities, right? It's one thing to have your own little farm. Or you've got 5 or 6 acres and you can grow your own stuff in a garden. But if you're in a neighborhood, say, what would be some easy things to grow that the kids could get involved with that are not going to get the HOA after you?
So I have 3 daughters myself. I'm really big on getting my kids' hands dirty outside and getting them outside. So I think anything that you can grow in small containers on porches, and a lot of things are root vegetables. I think about carrots and radishes and beets. I know kids don't like beets, but it's something for them to grow in a container. A lot of root vegetables in containers are easy, and kids can go out there and water them. And they're small. They can normally stay on the porch or on the patio.
Right. Good advice here. Lucas Holman from the University of Tennessee in their Extension office. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate it.